How's it going, folks? Welcome to the video. Today's background noise brought to you by what the hell is my hair and face doing? Not entirely sure, but yeah, let's just get into it. I recently turned 24, and so I'd like to take you through a list of 24 things that I have learned during my time here on this lovely spinning rock of doom of ours. It's not an exhaustive list of everything I've learned, but it is pretty good. Maybe I could have come up with some better things if I'd really thought about it really long and hard, but I still think it's pretty good. So yeah, just settle in and get comfortable. Let's try and do this together. So number one is almost nothing. The more time I spend here on the aforementioned spinning rock of doom, the more I realize that I'm really just scratching the surface of life and life's potential, and indeed my potential. So there's that. Number two is to make time to reach out to people. It's a really good idea to reach out and make time for people that you don't get to see all that often. It takes 5 minutes to send somebody a Facebook message, just check in and ask them how they're doing. So you should really do that. It's a good idea. Number three, college doesn't have to be fun. It really doesn't. Just stick it out, grind it out, get your piece of paper at the end. It's worth it, trust me. I fell out of love with college really quickly, maybe about halfway into my bachelor's degree. I wanted to drop out, but I also didn't want the last 2.5 years of my life to have meant nothing, so I decided to stick it out, and I'm really glad that I did. When you're in pain or when you're sick, don't be a hero. Go see a doctor, quickly. Going for a walk can help solve almost any problem. Go for a walk. Have a project. Come up with a project. Have something that can occupy your mind. It's really good for you. You can learn a new skill. I really recommend it. I actually have a little baby project in the works. I can't wait to show it to you. Watch this space. It's very exciting. I hope to put it out sometime next week. Reading an autobiography is a really, really good idea. Pick somebody you really like or respect. It can teach you so much about life. I recommend Anthony Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's a book called Scar Tissue. It's a really good read. Plus there's boobies, if words aren't your thing. There are pictures in the middle of the book of boobies, if that's your thing. The word no only hurts so much to hear. Get over your fear of hearing the word no, okay? Be it in dating, employment, or accommodation seeking. It's not that bad to hear the word no, and you will learn to get over it in time. Writing down or filming the story of your last few years of life is a really, really good way of taking stock, and it's very good to gain some perspective and to see how far you've come. There isn't enough time to do everything. Make peace with that too. Save your money, especially if you're planning on spending it on something that won't be useful in just a short time. Call of Duty supply drops. Travel, but not somewhere familiar. Go somewhere where things are totally different, where people live entirely different lives. For me, that was Asia. It's really eye-opening to see a less developed part of the world and to get some perspective on how good we have things. Visit your grandparents. It can make all the difference in the world to them. I visited my granddad a couple of times when he was in hospital, towards the end of his life, regrettably. But it made all the difference. I can't put into words how his face would change when he saw me walk into the room. Take any opportunity you can get to see or handle animals you've never seen or handled before. And even if they're animals you get to see all the time, like dogs or cats or whatever, spend time around animals. Experience treating them with kindness and compassion. Learn that, if you're calm, the animal will be calm. It's really good to just learn how to be around animals. It teaches you about kindness and compassion and so forth. You don't need to drink or get drunk to have fun. All it does is lower your inhibitions, but if you can learn to step out of your shell by yourself anyway, you'll have a much better time, you'll grow as a person, and you'll save a lot of money. Be okay with feeling out of your depth. It's a very, very normal part of life. As I've said before, it's not a failure. Take a sec, get used to it, make a plan, move forward. Instead of saying, somebody has it worse than me, which is kind of a cliche, say this instead, right? If somebody else can survive X, Y, and Z, I can survive this situation. Humans are remarkably resilient. You can beat almost anything. Be honest, even when it makes you look like an asshat. When you're in trouble, stop. Break the situation down step by step, create a logical plan to attack it from the beginning to the end, and you will be fine. You can conquer any situation by doing things roughly that way. If you've done work, like say college work, like an essay, and then you get told that it's really, really horrible, don't try to polish it poop. Scrap it, start again. Don't be lazy and try to disguise the bad work, you're better than that. Just scrap it and start again. I'm saying this because I've done that and it's really bitten me in the ass in college. So yeah, just start again. Life mostly gets harder, but you mostly get tougher. Don't be afraid that you won't be able to cope, because everybody's in that situation when they start off in adulthood. Kind of comfort in those high stress situations comes with time and experience. Nobody hits the ground running in life. You start by picking yourself up. Getting punched in the face is really good for you. It teaches you that you're not made of glass. There is no such thing as normal. You have to learn how to budget. Don't end up like my dad, who got stuck in Russia living on Snickers bars because he ran out of money. Learn how to budget. Use a calculator. Guys, that's the video. Apologies for the background noise. Hope you had a reasonably good time. Hope you thought some thoughts. If you want to add something or comment related to something that I've said in this video, please do so down below. Check out my Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. They're all Duke-tastic because I'm awesome at coming up with usernames. That's the video.